Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Alright, so we entered the Fade. There's a surprising amount of red lyrium in here. I assume that's the first time we encounter it at least. Ah, thank the Maker? We'll drink that in a moment. First, let's take a look, shall we? Like we need a boost in strength for dealing with weaklings such as you.
Let's look around.
Yeah, I agree.
We should search the area.
I know. Warrior only increases the ability damage by 30%. That actually sounds pretty good. Hello, little guy. Another fear. Fears the dreamers. Ah. I came to the Temple of Sacred Ashes with the faithful, ready to help at the conclave. I prayed to the Maker for peace, but the mountain shook and fell and buried me, alone in darkness, my legs crushed. I cried in fear of world, with no Maker, fading in and out of dreams of monsters inside the pack. Light my final hours, let me go to the Maker without the terrors of darkness confounding me. Place a candle. Cool. I just gained one magic. Yes, that is a thing apparently. I am a magical warrior. A plea from the warrior of spirits. The wolves were our allies in the old days, before the Andraste, before the Maker. We knew this to be so, but man grew tired of the chase and hunt, the truth of fangs and steels and blood. Men put seeds in the ground, tended cattle and chickens. They built fences to keep the wolves away. Men bred hounds that would heal and sit and obey, and told himself that the hounds were just as good. Now the darkspawn come again. They break our fences, kill our cattle and chicken, but burn our crops. Our dogs cower with tails between their legs, or if they fight, they fall to the poison of the darkspawn blood. But we are dying, and I am ashamed by my cowardice. The ways of man and hound are not enough. I come to you, spirits of the old forest, I who built fences, I who come with fire and steel to drive you away. I come to you because of fear has made my arms weak. I ask you for forgiving rage to make them strong again. Kill the hounds in my heart and grow strong from the meat to its bones. In its place give me the wolf. Words caught in the bloody pipers of the ancient waters of the Fade, somehow remembered. Cool. Damage of abilities lose a little bit more, because it's never enough. Hastily written note with a candle. It doesn't seem that long. When the darkspawn came to the rim, I wept so hard that I could not see, but still I fought for you. When the demons poured from the sky where the Temple of Sacred Ashes used to stand, my hands shook so badly that I could not aim my bow, but still I fought for you. When Corypheus and his archdemon destroyed heaven, I killed my friends. I screamed until I had no voice, but still I fought for you. They are sending me to attack at Mant. They say that the fortress is defended by an army of demons, and the odds are grim. We cannot win, But our destruction, our sacrifice may give the important people the chance to do what is necessary. My stomach is knocked, and I see dead friends from the old battles rearing out for me with every time I close my eyes. I'm so afraid, Maker, but I still will fight for you. Man, you should have written that name there, mate. I would have remembered it. Those who fight and die for me deserve to be remembered. Chantry Candle Snap. Okay, boiling water. Of course I'll walk on top of it, why not? A book? Walking the Fate, Frozen Moments. I once studied the Fate as a scholar, descending it as a child. Might a rat or a frog. I was young and craved the power conquering the Fate could bring. I tried in vain to chart the path, and when that failed I attempted to secure them. In my arrogance I struggled against the Fate's very nature. How does one pin down a dream? How can one control a thought so that I might travel always the same course from the conception of completion? Only when I let to go my desires and humbled myself was the Fate open to me. The spirits came and took it upon themselves to be my guides, my lanterns in the darkness. At their command the paths grew still, and I could walk them again and again. I was shown vast oceans containing not water but memories, drawn from the minds of the dreamers. I drifted through the frozen memories, like paintings perfect in each detail. As I explored this impossible realm, the spirits kept darker things at bay. I came to trust them, even love them, and I saw my own love reflected in them. To know the Fate, one cannot seek to master it. The Fate is the master, the teacher. We are merely apprentices. Writings of Magister Callistus of Taventine, known to some as Calithus the Fate Touched. Cool. Hey friends, I'm gonna kill you. What? These are our friends. Bro, the Fate is my master. And I am so powerful. Okay, that's the second warrior ring we find. Before me stood a mirror, shattered, and like a dream, I could still see my reflection. I gain 1 magic. Yeah, sure, why not? You know, it's kind of weird. I'm not very sure how to get to the champion class, but I believe it's champion that I need to become. Something unbreakable, something unmoved by forces. Even the strongest of demons could not touch me at that moment. Hello, Cash. Drink up. Once more. Cheers, everyone. Except Barrack, except Cassie, she actually knows how to protect herself. And thus we continued. I can still see the sun, but it's weird somehow. Hello.
Impossible.
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia, most holy.
Cassandra.
You're not her.
What are you, a spirit? A demon? The real Divine couldn't have survived Haven.
Couldn't she? How much of Haven do you truly remember? You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
And there you have it. It's not her. First, she won't refer to her as wouldn't she? And second, she couldn't possibly tell that I am an Inquisitor. And it's actually a plot point I can ask about. And I will ask about that.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
And perhaps I owe this nightmare a visit.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Of course, as we all know, every person who becomes a priest can examine thoughts and memories. It's just natural. Why do demons serve Corypheus?
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
No, it was not Corypheus. It was actually Dumoth. From what I've read, I actually remember my history. Yet you try to convince me. It doesn't matter. All that matters is us getting home, so I can kill it, okay? So it's between 1 and 3.
How do we hurt it?
We should likely focus on escaping the Fade first.
Yeah.
You hurt it by escaping the Fade and leading your people against Corypheus.
That wasn't what I meant.
I know. But for now, it is the best answer I can give you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
And that's how we regain our memories, by killing them. Makes sense. Panicked. And then dead.
Goodbye!
As always, the Fate is filled with mysteries.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
My god, that sound balancing isn't very good, is it now?
Run while you can! Warn them!
It's just a little bit too loud. Maybe it's because it's in my head. The voices in your head are always louder than everything else.
What's going on here?
Still, this pieces together some amazing mysteries. Those are wardens altogether. Interesting.
are you doing this? You, of all people.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
Nice. Now I remember. I was definitely wearing that armor, which I crafted later. I can see my memories.
Andraste didn't bestow her mark upon you. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Yeah, this is exactly what I suspected.
I never thought Andraste did this. I did this myself, through my actions. No maker required.
And now you may be certain. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Is there a problem, Hawk?
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
Corypheus had clearly taken the Warden's minds. You yourself have seen them do this. In any case, we can deal with that after we escape.
Oh, I intend to.
Was that a threat, Hawk? It's not you who will determine the
Could that
fate.
truly have been the most holy?
I doubt it. Our survival here is miraculous on its own. Whether she's a spirit or a demon, she wishes to help us. For the moment, at least.
And the nightmare? From what she said, I don't look forward to meeting it. Sounds like it preys on fear. Stealing people's memories. That's low, even for a demon. Memories make us what we are. A monster that takes them away. I don't want to think about that.
After its corruption of the Wardens, I'll see it pay.
Riddle. Peers of the Dreamers. Okay. Some puzzles, that would be cool. So, that's my natural eye color. It's yellow. Letter written in shaking hands. Son, by the time you read this, the Darkspawn poison will be claimed, and will have claimed me. We cave owed us Starkhaven. Okay, at Starkhaven. And we brought time for the Wardens to slay the Archdemon, but when I smelled the corruption in my wound, I knew I would not live to see you again. Furious will want men to search the battlefield. He sees Starkhaven as rising to greatness, and the weapons of 100 dead Grey Wardens lying unclaimed on the ground will help with the conquest of the free marches. You must refuse. The battlefield is soaked in poison, and no speech, no bullying, no taunts about cowardice can change that. Anything that roams that battlefield now will die. Snow him, however you must, and watch for the crows. Those birds have good sense to fear the blight when you see them. Gather, then you will know that the poison is gone, and it is safe to search the battlefield for trinkets to satisfy Furious. I will not be here to guide you, son, but you must learn from the crows. They watch bluntly, and they let their fears keep them alive. Please, I beg you, watch the crows, and do the same, Sora. So it was not something I would expect. Yet it was fun.
Ah, we have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger, What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here, I hope. So by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
So it's just one guy speaking in riddles. Not that mysterious, really. Then again, the riddles.
I expected worse.
Surely these are but the nightmare's minions.
Pity.
Pity? I'd say pitiful. They were not even worth the sword I brought here. Close of Dumat. Master unveiled a new altar. It stands neither than a man, like a great statue on a great spike just out from the lead, hungry for blood. Master calls it the Claw of Dumat, and says that the altar will help bring Tevinter to glory. I praised it, as was expected. The master smiled. It was good to see him smile again. He has been fearful, poor late. Vexed with the loss of followers, he has met with the other priests, and in secret I have heard them discussing ways to return to the people of Tevinter the ways of the old gods, as is only just. He spoke to me later in that day, and asked that I call him Corypheus, as it was the name he would take for himself. After ritual, Master now Corypheus told me that my people, the elves of old, were tried to the fate, and that in order to carry out the will of Dumat, he would need to call upon the magic that lives in our blood. Corypheus told me to gather all the elven survivors, bring them to the western hall of our home at midnight. That is the hall where the Claw of Dumat is now kept. There are shackles across the top of the great altar, and pools lined with runes beneath the claws. I have sent my wife and children away, but have not warned the others. A few I may save, if I try to save us all. We would only be killed in some other way, and others would die in our place. Master once laughed and joked. He could be stern, but he was not cruel man. The weakening and the temples brought fear into his heart, and that fear has changed him. The coats upon his arms are deeper and longer when he used the blood magic more often. He speaks to his wife little. He listens only to the voices in his dreams. It's almost midnight. The Claw of Dumat, great and spiked and merciless, is all my mind can see. I must gather the others. My family is safe. Corypheus will take me, but not those I love. Words somehow preserved in blood at a statue's base. Hello. Flowers. Okay, now for the riddle. I watched the blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended the fields and I had. Even my flock died and my family sickened, my body wrecked and my pains and chills. I sailed to lay the poison that had crept into the land. In my fever dreams the sickness covered this whole world, and I wept in fear for the family I killed, my foolish pride. Show me that this world preserves. Show me that the poison does not take everything. Ooh, I wonder if the answer is flowers. Isn't it very convenient that this riddle has the answer right next to it? So the answer was beside us all alone. This is stupid. Make it at least a little bit challenging. Have some artifacts all around. We lose them all, but we place one of them here. And make it a little bit difficult. We don't need everything given to us like that. Another chance with Candle Slump. I guess they grow in the Fate, that's why they're so holy. Because believing in Enchantress is believing in the Fate. It's a good thing, trust me. I mean, nothing but good has come out of the Fate, right? There are two choices to go, here and there. Where have we been? I see, that's where we came from, and that's where we'll go. Simple riddle. Again, I wish for a little bit more challenge. In Origin, there was a challenge when you had to touch different things in order to solve a puzzle. And it was glorious. If you didn't want to do it, you can always look it up or, you know, think. Hello, mirror. Mirror, mirror in the wall. What power should I grow? Dexterity. Ah, sure. But I need strength. Nothing
What
beats
are those things?
spiders. You know, those things are everywhere. Apparently someone is afraid of them. For fate shows our fears, feeds on them, and then displays them for us like trophies. Like it gloats on its own cleverness. However, it falls apart. We conquer our fears, we beat them, and we send the fate a clear message that it has no control over us.
What's that?
Expert from a journal. They think they own us. Think they decided whether we live or die. They sit there smug in their armor, ready to cut off our heads for the slightest transgression. As I thought, we don't strive every day to stay stand, to keep the demons away. They don't control us any longer. I won't go back to the cycle. Not ever. I thought about it last night, being back in the tower. Their eyes on me, and oh, it came back. Over the years, head down, don't clench to the fingers. Be a good mage, be a quiet mage, and I realize I don't want to make peace with the Templars. I want them to burn, want it so badly, that bad, caught fire, and wouldn't go, until event iced it all over. It is still there inside me. I want them to feel the fear they made me feel. I want them to know that it's like we're leaving for the conclave in few hours. If those bastards so much as blink the wrong way, I'll let them see what an apostate looks like. From Journal of an Unknown Mage. I guess they blinked. Stop trying to kill it with fire, dude. It's made out of fire. And rage, I guess. It's a sad fate it is. And what is this?
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
I'll show you a warden's strength, beast.
How much do you want to bet that all those things are going to die again? I stood in front of another mirror. This one clearly radiating with the power. My strength? Please tell me strength. If I guess, I'll be so happy. Fear me, demons! I've come for your soul. That doesn't make much sense now, does it? It doesn't matter. They will all fall before the Inquisition. And so, it disappeared.
Once again, Hawk is in danger because of you, Varric. You found the Red Lyrium. You brought Hawk here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
Hawk is alive. Red Lyrium has been destroyed. Thanks to Varric, the world is saved. It's a shame he's not that likable anymore. Immolate Ring. Increase ability duration by 30% for mages only. I accept that. It was cunning that I failed. My mind got sharper, my skills got better, and my knowledge increased. for our blood enhances. It panicked, quivered, and died, as all the demons should.
Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no Maker, that all your faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
It is amazing, because I actually don't believe in the Maker. As we established, it was not him who saved the world. It was not him who gave me the power to restore what was broken. No. The Maker exists only for those who need reassurance that there is hope in this world. I don't need reassurance. I bring hope. I light the darkness. I went to the winter when I was a child. I remember dragon statues everywhere, big ones. I shivered as I walked between them, afraid they were going to bite me or breathe fire. My parents husked me and told me the Magisters like the dragons as sign of their power. Dragons are beasts, mindless, terrible. The archdemon that comes with each blight is an offense of the Maker. We know all these things, but the Magisters don't care. It is the same with the mages. So much danger, so much power in hands not ready for it, and the mages only celebrate themselves. The Magisters are what the mages of Ferelden on Orlais want to be. Our rulers holding us in terror, so that we wonder if they will bite as we walk by them. I joined the Templars to keep such mages under control. I have killed many since the rebellion. We all saw coming how the Divine wished us to meet them at the conclave and give them a chance to make peace. I will go, I will smile, but if the dragon statue looks ready to bite, I will strike first. I am not a child, and I will not be afraid. From a journal of an unnamed Templar.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? You're a failure, and your family died knowing it.
Of course, a fear demon. Those must have been smaller fears, servants of the nightmare. And they take the form of spiders, something so many fear.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
The demons look different to all of us. They take on the appearance of something we fear.
That means that the Inquisitor fears spiders, which is stupid. I adore spiders. They are the only bugs that I can stand. You are too young to worry. So, my child, write your worries down here. All your fears are smaller ones. You have defined them. Listen in child's shaky hand. What if Darkspawn come back, father said one day he will die. Darkspawn underground. Darkspawn under our house. Darkspawn coming up from the basement. The sun will die. Black beds of bread could be blight. Getting sick and dying from blight. Grey Wardens coming to make father go back. Father's dying fighting Darkspawn. Dark path to the father's arm that he hides from the mother. Father says he hears music. From a letter lying near a cluster of spider eggs.
Wonderful.
And a demon spoke. Hardly what a god is made from. Shards of the void. And another riddle.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
I'm going to check the map. Is there a place we haven't visited? There is something here we haven't discovered actually. Should I go back? Yeah, sure. Just save. We can load first. I mean, I don't need stamina. Let's see if that false god has anything to offer, except riddles and pathetic excuses for moralities. Our heroes actually know what they've done. They have accepted their paths, and they cannot be manipulated, not any longer. It's not like in Dragon Age 2, when every single one of them fell for the demon's promises. Fools. All of them. I think Varric didn't actually, but I don't remember that much. Shadow Essence. I guess we at least found something. Not that we're gonna need it or use it, but we found it, so that's a thing. Is there something on that wall? Evidence. Say no. There's nothing here. A pity. I was really hoping for something. Hello, Divine.
We cannot tarry long.
Do you remember what happened?
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Would you trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
Maybe she doesn't know. Demons examine memories, remember? What do you know about the anchor? Speak.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
You already know how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks a door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
Just like a demon, to speak in riddles and expect to sound very wise. You're not wise. You're a pathetic shadow. Tell me of the nightmares. Why am I seeing them?
I'd like to know more about the nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind raises to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
Almost kind.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was, once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow, as you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
Alright. And what are you?
So can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her, or some kind of Fade remnant of her, or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
I don't believe in the Maker.
I don't see a Maker anywhere, do you?
In fact, I see him all around us. But is he real? Is his will made manifest? Of this, none can be certain.
Odd thing for the Divine to say.
If we have no doubt, our faith has no value.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
So you are hope. That's all that we need to see right now. That's all we want to see. No fear, no pride, no arrogance, but hope. And why is it that you help us? Are you so bored of life?
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the Nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
Nothing here is real, is it?
So all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
Again, you said nothing. Be gone.
We should keep moving.
Yep. What, you're not gonna say yup? That would be funny. Hastily written note. Yeah, hastily written, a page and a half. Sure. The breach is sealed, and the war between the Templars and the Mages is finally over. All our fears and terrors are finally ending. As order returns to the world, I wish you could see the people celebrating at Haven. It is everything you would have wanted when you left for Conclave. I will make your sacrifice a worthy one. What we do here with the fledgling Inquisition will shape all that is. I will make you proud. Your flame will burn forever as a beacon of hope. Something is happening. The ground is shaking, and those soldiers are running to the gates. Rest well with the Maker's side, my daughter. I will sing your memory again soon. Love, Eleonore. They looked almost afraid of me. Missed fellow. Memories that we need to recover. That will happen soon enough. But first, what is it here that we have? Silver ring. A letter. The door is open, Mother said. To run, she said. The Darkspawn were coming. She wanted me to go. The door is open. It was closed. When I left, she said the word. Be right behind me. She said not to come back no matter what. The lamps are lit all over the village. Every evening the day. To see through the smoke, Mother should be here by now. But the door is open. I'm going to look inside. And there is a statue of Mabari there.
Go!
Wow! That explains a lot. So what is this riddle supposed to be? The Grey Warden. I joined the Wardens to serve in glory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armor still. I was fated by joining to die, alone in the deep roads. The calling in my mind I set by the last campfire. I would see, allowing myself one last night of terror, and curse the fate that brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than the dread hand of fate destroy my destiny, and let this be my decision.
There must be something here.
We'll see in a moment. One more word so we can actually please go together with something. Ah! Okay. You are not giving me much to work there, sweetheart, are you? Let's hear a whisper.
Keep running!
I remember this, actually. It's from the intro.
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demons!
Keep running!
Ah!
Go! It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then she died.
Yes.
We've been following a demon, then.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Disappointed? No. Angry? A little. Are you her memory? Are you her soul? Did you watch her? You're our ally, regardless. Well, no. That's not what I want to say, none of those things. Did you watch her? That's the closest thing to what I want to say. You could have told me before. I've learned to trust spirits. Thanks to Solus, but you gave me no choice. You lied. You riddled me with riddles. And now you expect me to trust you. Never.
The Nightmare watched Corypheus and grew powerful off the fear. Were you like that for the Divine? A spirit watching her from the Fade, inspired by her faith.
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
Corypheus controlled them. We've discussed this already. This spirit has no further revelations. We should work on getting back to Adamant alive.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
I see. Atrocities are your purview alone. You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones, but an awful lot of the Wardens I've known went crazy.
Hulk is not right. Now is this not the time? No. I support Logain in this one, Hulk. You should mind your tongue.
Logain isn't defending blood magic or demons. You know the cost of a blight as well as any of us, Hawk. The Grey Wardens are the only force that can stop that.
Inquisitor.
More spiders. Typical of the
The
thing.
Nightmare has found us.
Please don't stay to help us. We can handle this on our own.
I'm with you.
Oh yeah, we definitely need you, Mage. You're part of the problem. Trying to lionize yourselves by demonizing your enemies. Isn't that the concept of every war we have ever fought? By the way, should we take that? There is a thing here we need to discuss.
Cairn Logan McTeer, the brilliant commander. Pity the one time you tried to rule, you failed so miserably. You had to be beaten, humiliated, lest you destroy your own country. You even doomed the Wardens by bringing the Inquisitor down on them. You destroy everything you touch.
Is that all you've got? It's nothing I've not said to myself.
Don't you dare speak like that to Simon Templeton. The only person who could do that was Tony J. Alright. Darkness. Wonderful. What are you supposed to do? It's just that simple. Alrighty. As I place the cards next to the burning soup, I don't know. I gained one strength, finally. I could feel power, unimaginable power running through me. Like a breeze that brought strength. If I couldn't withstand it, I would surely perish. But I proved to be more than a match for this. As I stood to the next mirror, I knew that I had to touch it. I was compelled to see where this takes me. Willpower, really? I felt my will growing stronger. The demons no longer held any fear from me, and I could become amazing. Whispers written in red lyrium. We are here, we have waited, we have slept, we have sundered, we have crippled, we have polluted, we endure, we wait, we have found the dreams again, we will awaken.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
He's pathetic in his logic. And he's not thinking at all. This will be. Follow the divine, the one who lied to us, manipulated us. I don't think this is a good idea. Okay. What are you supposed to be? Big, ugly, and menacing. However, are you strong? Oh, it's two of them. Good, double the challenge. Let's multiply their strength and see how quickly they'll die. Watch this. He panicked and withered. As I struck my sword into it, my horn pierced his heart, and he fell on the ground before he was even able to lay one hand. Damn it, Varric. Keep it together, man.
Goodbye.
Ooh, I like the blue flames here. They looked very nice. Where should I go next? Stuffed animal. Light the flames. Okay. I see. There is a trick to this. Cool. And what did we get? Superb ring sundering. Sunder on head. And a mace from Kirkwall. The broken window. The child. Heaven is burned. Mama cries when I'm not looking. It's cold in the mountains, and my feet hurt, but Mama says to hush, that others have it worse. She says a monster named Coryphus came to heaven, and it was only a maker's blessing that let us escape. I don't feel blessed. The monsters come every night when I sleep, and I don't want to wake Mama crying again. I miss Sir Snort. Sir Snort always keeps the monsters away in my dreams. This is kind of adorable. Okay, no time for this. More spiders. We have always time for more spiders to kill. You know, it would be great if we could see different nightmares for everyone, but I guess they couldn't model more than spiders. I have a question though. How do we reach this place? Or is it a glitch in the Matrix? You're kidding. There's another riddle we've missed. Fortunately, the Divine showed us the right path, so let's take another one. Begone, foul demon! We shall not follow you any longer. I really didn't have that thought out. Dreamer's fears east. Find another fear. Fear makes everyone tremble, yet it helps people calm down, because they
I guess things just float whenever they feel like it here. Wonder what's up there.
We'll see in a moment. It is simple to say that the walls of nature too not apply in the Fade, but while traveling in the Fade is often confusing for mages, it is rarely so chaotic as so defying description. In fact, while the placement of items may seem random, those items usually operate as we would expect them in the real world. Books opens to show pages, although the pages may be blank or laid with gibberish. A pen, an inkwell let us users write, though the pen may write one its own, and the inkwell never runs dry. Those items that float usually hover at a relative height, where they would have sat in the objects meant to support them existed. Candles suspended in the air as much held by a phantom candlestick, for example. Okay. Why are the laws of the Maker Band not fully broken? Why does a book not turn into a dragon or a statue explode into countless shards of energy? The answer, I believe, lies in the fact that the items we see in the Fade were most often made by the hands of a man. A statue is a created thing. A memorial hand that shaped it gave it purpose, and it knows what it is meant to do. The objects that strain against the laws of nature are ironically those that are more natural with themselves. Great stones, for example, hang in the sky. No hand has ever touched them. No mortal mind shaped them to purpose. I suspect, though, we may never know what if dwarves dreamed and shaped the plate with their own perceptions. The rocks would not float from the shape of a fate by enchanter Ephris as pen.
Or maybe it's best we never find out.
There is another riddle here. You look weak. immune to fear. It's sad that you're not immune to that as well. Oh, we're gonna gain a level up on the end of this, I just know it. Oh man. Increases damage by abilities 30%. That's something I might use for my amazing charge. There is still
Hard
water.
to trust my.
I wonder how far can you go? Teleported us back to shore. Just like Dragon's Dogma, except here it makes sense, something grabs you and tosses you back to shore. You shall not pass here, as the French said. Okay, here's something else. Ring of Sundering, or whatever it is called. When the Darkspawn were new, when the Magisters had just brought them to our world with their sin, I was amongst the first to call myself a Grey Warden and swear to end the blight that threatened our world. We had seen the Archdemon die from mortal blows, only to rise again from the body of one of its servants. It could not die. I searched in vain for some way to kill the beast and save my world. I slept in fear with no solution, knowing only that the blight the Magister had brought would destroy everything, because I could not save it. Show me what must be done to slay the Archdemon. Show me what I need to save my world. Ho ho. We're searching for Darkspawn blood. What, you won't go any further? And I was so hoping you'd drown. Don't run towards it, I'll bring it here. Good work, my minions. Blackwell, himself. Cove, despair. Silvus, dying alone. Dorian, temptation. I see. Cassandra, helplessness. Become his parents. Okay, Varric is adorable as always. Madness. So these are all the fears of my companions. Good to know. Still, I fail to see Loghain or Hulk here. A pity, really. What does one fear when he's already the King of Darkness? Onyx 13. Yeah, sure, why not? I've already found level 3 materials. Again cunning. And there is a mirror there. It actually stunned me, that adorable little creature. Again. Guess it's the screams of fear that stunned those with quick will. Which is amazing considering that I just gained 2 will from this well of immortals or whatever it's called. Deep Stalker hide. I wonder what color I can paint my coat with. Is there something purple that can make me, you know, a little bit more like a cardinal? Actually, cardinals were red. The Emperor of Byzantine Empire were purple, so... Ah, there you go, one more straight. As I touched the mirror, I felt a light from within. It touched me, my arms felt stronger, my legs felt faster, and I knew that I had the strength to lift every boulder and beat every enemy. Yeah, that was a good improvisation, I'd say. Of course I'd say that. So, where is this nightmare? Oh, this just looks gorgeous. Look at that. I bet that's not even the sun, it's the moon. In the Fate, the moon glows like a star. Look up, Temple of Dumath, God of silence, who speaks to the faithful in dreams. No words of despair may sway his will, no cry of valor may stand against him, for his silence conquers all, and his secrets are shared only with the worthy. Look upon the Temple of Dumath, and fear him. I fear no tomatoes. This is a long campaign, isn't it? It's time to leave this cursed place.
Look!
What, more spiders? Yeah. Surprising. Barriers. Do I need to fight this barrier? Or is it the demons that when they die... Ooh, nice. It escaped my valor and my wrath. I think it's because I'm stronger now I can kill those things in one hit. Thank you, Straight. I love you. Oh, that was a weird dead animation. That shield could not protect you after you were dead. Once more, we triumph. Okay, does everyone need a drink? You, get over here! Killed by ice. Wait, we don't have mages here. So it died by its own magic? Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Varric, why don't you drink your potions? There you go. Nothing beats a good glass of... What the hell is that? I'd say it's whiskey. Whiskey makes you stronger, you know. Okay, Divine, why do you keep the hat? You look stupid with it. Or maybe it's part of your head. Yeah, that makes much
You
more
must
sense.
get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
Essence of perfection. Cool. Oh. Okay.
The rift! We're almost there.
Great, Hawk. Why not just dare the old gods to try and stop you?
Yeah. Nothing can stop us now.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
So she sacrificed herself so that we might fight. Good. Gives us hope.
You are nothing!
We have long legs, and we are not afraid to use them.
Victory!
My. Aren't you kind of weak when you're not shielded? Immune to panic. Not surprising, really.
You cannot stand against me.
So you claim, and yet it seems like you can't even touch Varric, the only one who's not shielded right now. You're pathetic. Come on, Nightmare. Show me your power, and I shall show you my blade. Guys, what are you doing? Stop dancing. Are you taking them out of the fight to make it a little bit more challenging? Well, you certainly fail in that regard, I'd say. Ooh, we can break rocks with our head. That's the power of the Inquisition. I can actually pull him in. Didn't expect it. Fight me before anyone else. Bleed and die.
I grow fat on your fear.
Being fat doesn't make you powerful, you know. It just makes you fat. I'm slowed. Dark.
We're almost there!
Do I have to move? No, apparently I can block this. Yes, sir, you really are that weak. That was a magnificent jump. Don't forget the loot, because the loot in the Fate is more expensive, or it should be. I mean, it's rarer than the real one. How can you give me spider stuff if everyone sees different nightmares with it? Is it all imaginary?
You will die in agony.
And you will simply die before me. We unlocked terror. Sure, why not?
We need to clear a path!
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Warden's made this mistake. A Warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
That's a really difficult choice.
Orc. Say goodbye to Varric for me. Spiders. Always the maker down.
So that light that beat down the spider so we can fight the other nightmare was a complete waste of time and space. It did nothing. And Hawk is dead, so blame that on it. And why didn't we stay and fight? I mean, we could have beaten it. I could have beaten it. But no, someone just had to stay behind. I bet he's not even dead. Well, maybe we didn't have a time and that thing would just close down. Yeah. Maybe. However, how would it close down if I'm not there to close it myself? Well, anyway, despite the plot holes, this was the best mission in the game thus far. The cutscenes were awesome. Everyone was amazing. Except Claire, or whatever her name is. She was dumb. Also, I didn't like the fact that every time they say the motto, they paused when they said sacrifice just so they can kill something. Yeah, we get it. It's dramatic. It doesn't matter. And for God's sakes, those loading screens, at least give us something to read. I swear, the game just breaks now. I'm gonna be so annoyed. I can see the little thing blinking down there. Please work. My mouse is working. No crashes. Okay, it seems I'm gonna have to end this episode here. And next time we'll continue and see where this leads us. So, thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna see you all next time.